Hey guys, it's Giovanni, and today I am reviewing the Cotopaxi Chasqui 13-liter sling. This is a review that's been a year in the making. A year ago, I had posted a first impression. My wife got me this sling as a surprise gift, because she knows that I love Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi is one of those companies that that's kind of one of the companies that I cut my teeth in when it comes to bags and carry. I know, like, even before, like, I was really into carry stuff, I would get served Cotopaxi ads on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot, and I ended up loving their stuff. Like, not only are their products really cool, very vibrant, but also as a company, they do a lot of really nice stuff, you know. And so I've always liked Cotopaxi, and I try to support them wherever I can. So I want to talk about this Chasqui. This is from their Cada Dia line, so their everyday line. It's not like really like a travel bag. It's not the other line that they have that comes in all sorts of crazy random colors. But this is meant to be a little bit more toned down, more everyday carry. And I don't know if they have this colorway anymore. They have a few different colorways now. They have like rust, black, spruce, all sorts of different colors. So this is a 13-liter sling. So let's kind of just look at it. So it's just a single strap, 13 liters, has multiple compartments. So let's go into it so we can see what it is that I like about it, what it is that I don't like about it. So the material on the outside and inside. So on the outside here, this front face, you have an 840 recycled nylon with a TPU coating. So it is fairly water resistant, and I did experience that quite a bit with different rain and storms and whatnot, and none of the stuff inside got wet, which was nice. But you can see, like, if this does get wet, the water just comes right off. On the front, you have a bunch of these little daisy chain loops here. Cotopaxi says that you can attach a lot more gear because of these little daisy chains. I think it's fine, it's like, that's a nice idea, but really on a single strap bag like this, that's gonna hurt after a while. So I don't know if I would ever want to use this. In a year, I never wanted to and never had a need to attach other stuff. Maybe you're into yoga, you could put like your yoga mat on here, like you could attach your yoga mat on here, maybe, I don't know, it seems like a very niche use case. But anyways, you have that. What's kind of cool here is you have handles, two handles on, you know, one handle on each side, which is actually really nice to pull it out of the car or wherever you have it, maybe in your trunk in the house. At the top, you have a quick access pocket, and this quick access pocket goes deep. It goes all the way down here. So this is maybe not so much a quick access pocket, but it is a compartment in the bag. So it goes all the way to the bottom here. On the inside, you have this bright lining, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, 150 ripstop nylon. And then inside this compartment, you have what's really a quick access pocket, but you have like a pocket within a pocket type of situation. So I don't know how quick that is. It's not super quick, to be honest, but this is where I would always put my wallet, my keys, my insulin, my Skittles and stuff like that. Things that I wanted just a little bit of extra security. So I would put that in here. So you have two pockets. Now let's go to the other compartment. So you go here and you open this up. And this is something that's really cool about this bag, is that it's like a full clamshell sling. A full clamshell sling. That's kind of crazy. It's something that, you know, I think of people like the Code of Bell, like the X-Pod and the X-Pack and all that, and how those things open up. And here we have this 13-liter sling from Cotopaxi, which is not very expensive. If I'm not mistaken, how much is this thing? It's $75. It's not expensive. But here we have, like, it opens up all the way. And here you have a laptop compartment, which is slightly padded. Maybe it's like 1/8 of an inch of padding here. It's lifted up from the bottom of the sling, not by a lot. So if you do drop this, if you do have a laptop in here and this thing does fall, it is gonna hit. There's just not enough padding, there's not enough distance for it to really offer any sort of fall protection there. So it, you know, you even have like this to keep it nice and snug, kind of neat too. You have this here, another pocket is kind of flimsy, maybe for a laptop or maybe documents perhaps. I would sometimes use this for my daughter's clothes. I found this to be where I would primarily put all my stuff. But here's the thing, I never really use like this clamshell like nature of the bag. Normally when I would pack things out, I would just kind of like do like a half zip. I'll do a half zip and then just kind of put stuff in there. I never really used the whole clamshell thing because honestly, it's not big enough. This isn't like a travel bag where I would need to like open everything up to see what's inside. So I felt that even though it's a cool feature, it wasn't something that was super useful to me. But again, it's nice to have, doesn't really detract from it. It just adds another layer. Like if you want to use it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So fairly straightforward. And then in the back, you have this pocket here. That's again like super bright internal lining, this ripstop, and you could put stuff in here. The only thing is if you put anything too bulky, it is going to affect how this back panel feels when you're wearing it. Also, I didn't mention there is a top grab handle as well. So 3 handles on this bag, neat. So here we have the one strap. So the one strap has again like these loops. If you want to attach some stuff, perhaps I think maybe if you want to get one of those like phone holders that you can kind of put, I think Alpaca sells a bunch of those that you can kind of like just loop in. You can kind of hold your phone. That's neat. And then the Sling has load lifters, which I thought was kind of cool, but I never actually used the load lifters. I set it up as tight as I could, and then I just put it in place with strap management. So in that subject, strap management, this thing is strappy as hell. This has a lot of strappiness to it. So one thing that I did is I got some Tom Bin, the ones that I normally use, the Tom Bin strap keepers, and I tied it here so as I'm wearing it, I can kind of cinch this down to eliminate all the straps just hanging out. Otherwise, like the straps are just flailing in the air. It's like this one will be flying around, this one here would be flying around. It's not a great look. Another feature is that it is ambidextrous. So if you want to wear it right shoulder, left shoulder, you can switch this here. There's also a little loop as well. So there's not a ton going on here that a lot of carry enthusiasts would need a lot of explanation about. But one thing that I do appreciate about this bag is that it does a lot of things. Like Cotopaxi was like, all right, what's the feature list of what people want in a 13-inch Sling? They want a laptop compartment, add it. They want handles, add it. They want load lifters, add it. They want padded shoulder strap, add it. They want like water-resistant fabric, add it. They want a pocket that sits up against your back for extra security, add it. Like they just tossed everything against the wall to see what would stick with this Sling. And you know what? For the most part, it works fine. I mean, it's not like the Coat of Bell X-Pod where things kind of got in the way, it was kind of complicated. This is a bag that if you don't want to use the features, you really don't have to. And if you find it useful, just use it and it's fine. Like there's not a lot of fuss about it. So let me put it on real quick so you can see what it looks like. So once again, I'm 5'7", about 160 pounds. And you know what? Like I really like the look of it. And here's what I'm talking about with the strap. So without the strap keeper, this thing is just flailing around. So I'd have to get the strap keeper and bring it over. Do I recommend this? Yes, I think it's great. What have I been using it for the last year? I've taken it to Disney twice. One time, well, both times just my wife and I. And I would put some sweaters in here. I would put some drinks. I would put snacks. And it was nice, you know, even standing in line for like a couple hours waiting for a ride. You know what? It felt pretty good. Only around the end of the day of having this thing on the entire time did it become kind of uncomfortable. But that was like after 8, 9 hours of me just constantly wearing this thing. What's the other use case I used it for? You know, my daughter is now of an age where she doesn't really need a dedicated diaper bag, like she's potty trained already. So I would use this to put her snacks, a change of clothes, and a water bottle wherever we went. Like I take it to the park. If we're going out to eat, I kind of usually just take this. It's very streamlined and it's kind of colorful. So that's one thing about this bag too, is that, you know, you have to know where you're going to take it. If you're taking it as a family thing, you're going into parks, to outdoors, those type of things, the color scheme fits it, like the design fits it. Would I take this to an office? Man, unless you're like in the most casual of offices, I wouldn't take this. I mean, it's too bright, it's too colorful to really be in like a business setting. So just keep that in mind if you are looking at this. But again, man, for $75, this thing is loaded with awesome features. So one thing that I really did like is, you know, I mentioned that clamshell opening not really being worth it, but one thing that I really did enjoy is that if I wanted to just sling this around, I can orientate the zippers here and then just grab everything from the side. So that was one of the benefits of having a clamshell. So yeah, so really guys, this is the bag. This is the Chasqui from Cotopaxi. I think it's an excellent bag. It's chock full of features. Not all of them are a hit, some are a miss, but that's really up to your use. I recommend it. You know, if you're just looking for something a little bit with more capacity, 13 liters, you don't really need a lot of protection with whatever gear or laptop you're taking. You know, you need some weather protection. You know, we're not talking about a huge investment here. You know, give this a look. I think it's nice, and I'm going to continue using this. Cotopaxi never reached out to me. Nobody sent this to me. This was a gift from my wife, and I am going to continue using it despite having access to a lot of different other bags. I just like it. So I hope you find this useful. I will see you guys soon. We have some more content on the way. Talk to you soon, guys.